Hello and welcome back to City Skylines Better Cities, and in today's episode we're going to be working on our brand new tourism and entertainment district on this side of the river. Now I've done some I think we can call it drafts. We have a road layout. It's not going to look exactly like this in the end. It's just I guess we can call it a draft. And here is what's to come. We're going to have a transportation hub with passenger and cargo harbor down here. Then we're going to have a public park that's going to go all the way down here. And then we're going to have leisure and tourism district here. I'm not quite sure if the Burj Khalifa building is here to stay. This Marina Bay from Singapore might stay, and we're definitely going to keep the uppers designed by Zaha Hadid Architects, which also comes from Dubai. And on this side, we're going to have some commercial zone next to the train station. Then we're going to have mid-rise, mid-density, eco-green, transit-oriented development. That is a lot of words to remember, but that's precisely what's going to happen on this hill down here. And then we're going to have some low-density housing down here, or maybe mid-rise housing and low-density green housing on this side. And then we're going to have an Olympic Park right here. And as you can see, we already have one building from London. It's London Aquatic Centre, designed by Zaha Hadid Architects once again. And what we're going to be working on today is not this office and shopping district that's going to be built around here, but the neighboring luxury residential, fancy, green, modern housing. And we're going to be using the buildings that come from Singapore's Innovation District, Jurong Lake District, or a second CBD as they also call it. And let's start placing the buildings. I think we're going to have this service road down here that's going to go into the residential community. By the way, this one, it was recommended by one of you in the previous videos. Thank you so much. It's a really nice road to have. It looks like vanilla. It has protected bike lane, parking, and 2 lanes as well. And it looks really nice, especially with these bamboo trees replaced through one of the modes. Anyway, let's do the road layout first, and then we're going to start plopping the global residential buildings. So this area is the one that we're going to fill in. We're going to have probably some swimming pools and other nice things. And let's start placing the residential buildings. Let's see, what do we have here? They have to be close enough, but again, we need to leave enough space for pedestrian path. So that is going to be a little bit tricky, but let's see. How can we make this work? I think this one fits in. Maybe more of a distance. No, let's just keep it like this. I think this corner has to be a really dense one. And once again, we're talking about Singapore. So Singapore doesn't really have that much of an empty area to use. So yeah, you need to be smart with the way you build, with the way you plan your city. I'm not quite sure about this one, but yeah, let's keep it like this for now, and then we can always change it later on if we need to. This one would fit in nicely right here. As you can see, these buildings, they have plenty of trees. They look really, really nice. It's like a forest, kind of forest city. That's what it is. All right. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about this one. So far, it looks okay. It could have been better, but let's just start building on this side, and then we'll see how to finish it off. Okay, we're gonna have, I think we're gonna have 3 of these towers, and then something like, maybe something like this on this side. Okay, then this building could go over here. And something in between. This needs to be a little bit taller. Maybe this one. I don't know. It looks. I think we do need to keep some distance between the buildings. So I think we're gonna keep the corner. This one will have to go. Yeah. And then we're gonna move it. We're gonna leave some space for a path, and then this one will have to go too, and then we're going to place it like this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. This corner is still going to stay as it is, and let's see what are we going to have on this side. I don't think this is tall enough. We need something a little bit taller. Maybe this one. No. Yeah, that will do. And we also need to add something on this side. Let's see. Maybe we'll need to change a little bit. So this one will go here, then we're going to leave an area for a path, and this building will be right next to it. And then let's go with some mid-rise buildings. I think they can fit in like this. Maybe leave this for some teeny tiny park. I don't know, or maybe commercial. Yeah, let's leave it as it is. And then this would go like this. Okay, let's see what buildings we did. What buildings did we skip? Is there anything that we didn't use yet? This one is quite a tall one. Did we actually use it anywhere? I don't think so. So what I'm thinking is this one will have to go, and this one will have to go for now, and we're gonna place it right here. Okay, that kind of makes sense, does it? Does it make sense? I don't know. I'm still not quite happy with the way it looks, so let's keep experimenting. Maybe this one will have to go, and this one as well. Okay, that will work a little bit better. And this one will have to go from here. We're going to replace it with something not as tall. And let's try to replace this one, maybe. If we place it like this, it will be a little bit better. So let's do just that. Okay. Alright, and what do we do here? I think this building can go. We need something a little bit slightly taller than that. Maybe this one, yeah. This could fit in. Then we have these three super tall ones, and then this one will probably have to go too. And then we'll leave that path. Okay, but they're all facing the same side. Maybe we can try this one instead. I don't know. Ideally, we would need to have taller buildings up front, and then mid-rise buildings will be in the back. So yeah, I think even if they face the same way, it doesn't really matter. It still looks fine. Okay, so we have these three buildings in the middle, two on either side. Then we have these two beautiful buildings on either side, and then we have mid-rise buildings in the back. Let's see what goes in between. This one could go right here, I think. Yes, and the other one on the opposite side, somewhere here. Okay. All right. That looks fine. That looks fine. They don't have to be. We don't really need to mirror from one side to another. We just need to make sure that it looks good enough for this area. Maybe this one will have to go around here. Okay, and then this corner we're gonna leave it as it is. Let's see what has happened here. Yeah, we can keep this one. It just looks a little bit weird. Let's remove this one and place it like this. Okay, that's better. Do we put anything in here? I think we can leave area for a path or something and keep it as it is. And on this side, do we need to put something else in? That's too tall, out of scale. Let's see if we need to. Okay, this one actually fits in nicely, so let's put it in. Why not? All right, it looks looks interesting, to be honest. It's not exactly a perfect kind of development, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be. I think this one can go as well, and we can put another slightly taller building, maybe like this one, but we have it. This one. What do you think? I don't know. Or it could be in the corner, and then we'll leave area for a path here, which will make more sense. Yeah, let's make it like this, and then we have path here. Okay. All right, let's start placing the pedestrian path. And which ones are we going to use? That is a big question. I want to find something interesting looking. Corridor network. I don't know. No, that doesn't fit in. Not really. What else can we use? For some reason, we have Quay in here. Okay. What's that? Pedestrian path Another. Oh, that's not a pretty looking one. Concrete. This one is not bad actually. I think let's take a closer look. Yeah, it looks fine. This one looks fine. So we might as well use it. Let's see if we have any better options. The one with bikeways. Let's see. No, I think we're gonna go for this one, and we don't need it. Do we need it to be that wide? A wider one? Or maybe a smaller path, but we're gonna have more of them. Let's go for 4-meter one. I think that will be enough. And then let's see what buildings are we gonna place inside the community so that we have road access to them. We need some kind of a swimming pool. So we're gonna place. I think we're gonna place the community pool and then this relaxation pool as well. And this one will need a path. This one will need a road. So that is, I think this one will go off to one side because it needs a road connection. And then this area inside the community, we're not going to run any roads through it. So yeah, let's leave it as it is. Let's get back to the path and let's see, the one we're going to use is, let's go for 8-meter one. Okay, we're going to have a wide one coming in and then maybe a couple of smaller ones going to some other areas. Okay. Let's make it look slightly more interesting. Alright, so our residential community is done and it doesn't look bad at all. I think it looks really nice. These buildings are really high quality assets, so they are very detailed and look really, really nice. Let's take a look at the inside of the community and it doesn't look bad either. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what we have. It's not ideal. I still need to exercise and practice with landscaping and public space design, but other than that, yeah, that looks fairly nice. And the reason I use so many bushes around this area, I basically use them instead of a hedge. I would like to use a hedge, but I couldn't find a really high quality one on the workshop. If you have any suggestions, please post a link in the comments below. Thank you so much. By the way, the comment section is how I found out about this road that I'm using here. It's a really nice asset with a separate bike lane, so thank you so much for that one once again. And let's take a look at this residential community during the night. All right, so in the nighttime, it's quite obvious that the path don't have any lights to them, and that might be a problem. So that is something we can address right now, real quick. And maybe we're gonna use a park path. I don't know. Yeah, this could work. Park path with decorations. Unfortunately, we cannot just replace the existing path. We'll have to build them from scratch. Alright, with everything fixed, it looks much better, and now we have enough light. And the only concern is that these glowing things, I don't know, in real life they could be considered a light pollution. I think they could fit in really nice in a public space, but for residential community, maybe that is a little bit too much. But we're gonna keep them anyway because we're building for the Sims, and they are not so picky. They don't really care about the light pollution. The only care about the noise pollution, and we don't have that much of a noise pollution in this area, so that is good enough. That's gonna work just fine. Anyway, let me know what do you think about this residential community in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.